right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. Hopefully everybody had a healthy and happy New Year's and Christmas.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
It wouldn't be a new year without a crying baby.
Today, I'm going to answer a few questions that have been thrown in my direction about injectors. A lot of people have been wondering, how did the Hellcat injectors do on my build? A handful of people have been wondering how the Hellcat injectors actually performed. Now, to backtrack a little bit, I had 392 injectors prior to the Hellcat injector. It came with my intake manifold, and you know, these are about 500 cc's. Okay, so if you are looking, if you have a 5.7 and you're looking for an NA build and you're going to be hovering in the 450 500 wheel horsepower range, the 392 injector is probably going to do the trick for you. But if you want to actually upgrade, you could get Hellcat injectors for fairly cheap. Now I want to give a shout out to Mod to Fame, because he actually sponsored me with those injectors. Great guy, awesome channel. And the Hellcat injector is 600 cc's. Now the thing is, with this build, these tapped out pretty quick. Okay, I had it up on the dyno, and a Hellcat warmed up bone stock was able to do about 600 wheel horsepower. Now this charger with the turbo setup, oh boy, now it's coming down. This charger with the turbo setup, with those injectors and the same Hellcat Walbro 525 pump, was capable of doing 660 wheel horsepower.
So we're at 662.
Yeah. Maxing out them junky injectors that I told you not to get, but didn't listen to Dawn.
So it was capable of doing 660 wheel horsepower with the Hellcat injectors. So once we got to that limitation, we got to upgrade the fuel injectors, and then I ended up going with a 1440 FIC injector.
They're plug and play injector, stock height, so they'll drop right in, be good for whatever you can throw at them.
Okay.
Eventually your next weak link will be your single pump, but these are going to be good for more than you'll ever make with this car, most likely.
Okay. At that point now, the pump is the limitation. We got, with the 1440s, we got this thing to 728 wheel horsepower and about 680-ish range in torque on 10 pounds of boost, which is on the 7-pound spring here. So on 12 pounds of boost, which we cranked it up, we let the car sit for a few minutes and let it cool down a little bit. It was able to reach about 770 wheel horsepower, and I forget, I think it was like 690 in torque. So not a huge bump in torque when we bumped it up from 10 pounds to 12 pounds of boost, but huge gain in the wheel horsepower. But either way, this video is more so to give feedback on the Hellcat injectors. Was it worth it? And I have to say that if you're hovering in the Hellcat power range, the Hellcat injectors will do the trick. Okay, you could get them for fairly cheap. I think it's like $300 or something like that. Or you could even get a used set of Hellcat injectors. But if you have, like, let's just say a 5.7 with you know, a Pro Charger, stock bottom end and everything, and you're looking, you know, to just run around 6-7 pounds of boost, I don't see why a Hellcat injector set is not going to do the trick for you. With a 392, if you're running boost, I think it might be a little. It's not enough fueling for you at that point. I believe a Scat Pack or some kind of a 392 with forced air would be a little bit north of what the Hellcat injectors are capable of handling. So that's just to keep in mind. If you're going naturally aspirated, I think a Hellcat injector is plenty fine. You know, those with a Hellcat pump, I think you're in the clear. So that's really my feedback, guys. You know, I really didn't hit on it the day of the dyno. I pretty much did a pull. We hit that 660 mark. And then, you know, we had the game plan to put the new injectors in anyway. We you know, I was really just looking forward to seeing what the Hellcat injectors were capable of doing with this setup. And, you know, that's really my feedback, guys. So if you could, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the share button, all that kind of good stuff. The channel is growing, and you know, we're hitting some good milestones. So guys, again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody stays healthy and everything. So all right, I'll check you on the next upload.